Hey y'all, my name is Brittany and I am an LPN. I've been a nurse for 3 years now. And my experience so far as a nurse has been very interesting, to say the least. Nursing school does not prepare you at all for the practical aspect of nursing. It gives you all the book smarts that you need, but applying it like in the real world, it is not the same. Okay. And it just applies for whatever type of field you're in, because I work geriatrics, I work at the nursing home, so the same things you would do practically at a nursing home you wouldn't do typically med-surg, because you're dealing with different type of patients. Anyway, so any advice I would give is always humble thyself, okay? Or your patients definitely will. Be willing to learn. Medicine is always expanding. It's always something you can learn. There's always different ways to do things. The way you learned it may not always be the best way to do it. The new and improved way may not always be the best way to do it. The old school way may be the best, Also, be willing to lend a hand and be willing to accept help, and ask for help. Please do not be afraid to ask for help. Ask questions when you do not know, because you being afraid to ask for help could cost somebody their life. I mean, that's on a major scheme of things, but something as small as not remembering what a lab value means. You cannot catch something, and a lab value can go uncaught for a little while or something like that. Also, something that's very important to me: be nice, be kind to your CNAs, your techs. Be nice to them. You need them more than you know. I was a CNA. A lot of the nurses I know, they've been CNAs, so they know what I'm talking about. Those CNAs, they are first on the floor. They are first to see your residents, your patients, so they know your residents or patients better than you do. So if you want them to work for you, you need to be their best ally. Have their back and they'll have yours. And at the end of the day, ultimately, y'all have the back of y'all residents. So that's all the advice I have. Y'all hang in there. This pandemic it's rough, but healthcare is definitely worth it.
Hey everybody, my name is Tedra Barbie. A friend of mine reached out to me and asked me to make a video about being a CNA, how many years I've been a CNA, pros and cons, and any advice that I have to anybody that was looking into starting their nursing career as a CNA. I've been a CNA for almost 10 years now. I love being a CNA because I've always had a passion for the elderly. I have kind of did different things in CNA. I've worked at nursing homes and I did home health. I like home health because you can be one-on-one with the patient, and you may have multiple patients throughout the day possibly, but sometimes you get those good cases where you just have like a Monday through Friday with the same person every day, and that's kind of good. You don't really come in contact with too many people doing home health. It was fun. I did it for like 5 years. But it also, gets a little boring because you don't really see too many people, and, you're just stuck in that one place all the time. So it gets a little boring if you like to interact with other people and stuff. But I enjoyed it for at least 5 years I've done it, and I just wanted to do something different. So I went back to the nursing home, and the nursing home is very different. It's more stuff for you to do. You have different daily tasks that you have to do for each resident, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. Sometimes it can just flow easy, you know, where your day goes by fast and everything. But I feel that being a CNA is a major part in the medical field as far as taking care of people. Someone has to do it. I mean, some people may feel like it's beneath them, but I don't, because I mean, someone still has to be taking care of these people. And I just am thankful for like my charge nurses that I do have that aren't afraid to get down there and help us when we're falling short. You know, that's part of, you know, CNA work, where we're not fully staffed at all times, but when we are staffed, you know, everything goes smooth. But sometimes we get there and where we have to kind of build each other up and, you know, have each other backs on all ends, and some feel like that it's beneath them to do certain things, you know, that us CNAs would do. But it's a part of your job, no matter whether you're the CNA, nurse, RN, whatever. It's still a part of your job, because they are the ones who come first, and they're the ones that matter. I guess that's kind of like some of the pros of it. The cons of it, I feel, are that CNAs are not paid as much as they should be paid. You know, to me, it's not about the money, because it's something that I love to do. But if I'm going to bend my back over and try to do the best I can for someone each and every day, I feel like my work should be rewarded. Like, no one wants to, you know, constantly work and work and work and give it their all and not be rewarded in the end. So that's the only thing that I could say is not so good about being a CNA, because we're not paid what we're worth. But in the end, I choose to be a CNA because I love to see the smiles on their face when their days go good, and I'm able to make them laugh or make them smile when they're having a bad day, or they're missing their kids or their grandkids or whatever. So that makes my day. I try to bring sunshine to their day each day. So, I mean, it's just something that I love to do. Yes, I do want to eventually climb the ladder and do something different. I've always wanted to be a nurse, so I guess that should be my next step. So, but I thank you, Jazz, for giving me an opportunity to speak on your YouTube channel, and I wish you the best, and shout out to you and Renita, y'all the best nurses I ever worked with, and that's no lie. Miss y'all, and peace out.
My name is Miranda Wimbush. I am an LPN. I have been a nurse for 7 years. I currently work in corrections and have been for the last 4 years. I have also worked in pediatrics, geriatrics, dialysis, and home health. There are many pros and cons to nursing. To name a few, some of the pros of nursing is making a difference in someone's lives and having a great impact on them. Some of the cons of nursing is not ever feeling appreciated and being overworked and underpaid. So to all of the new and upcoming nursing, please make sure that you have a passion for nursing when you go into nursing, because going into nursing for money is never really a good reason, because you will always feel overworked and underpaid. The pandemic has made nursing really challenging, because there has been really a lot of mental and a lot of physical burnout with the pandemic. Nurses are feeling really mentally stressed and physically stressed with as far as with not enough PPE, and mentally exhausted as far as stress with getting sick, not knowing how the pandemic will affect them, not knowing if they will have enough money to make it through the pandemic. So therefore, when you go into nursing, make sure you are doing it for the right reason. Because when you go into nursing, money will never always be an issue because you will never make enough money for the work that you do. They will actually work several hours where you will not get paid enough money for what you want to do. You will be on call and probably not get paid the hours for being on call. You will be asked to work several hours, be asked to stay several hours away from your family. You will be asked to make several sacrifices that you will not be willing to take, that was not expected of you, that they will not tell you about into your orientation. So always remember, nursing has to be something that's from the heart. It has to be something that you're love to do. Remember that God is always watching you. So always remember that your motives are pure and that it's always right. Because in the end, doing what's right will always pay off.
Hey guys, my name is Kimberly. I was asked by Jazz to upload a video explaining my CNA experience and basically overall what it is being a CNA. First off, I want to say I started off at home health care, which is going to people's homes and taking care of people in their homes, and I was not certified. You basically cook for them at their home, help them shower for the day, basically whatever they like doing at home. It's basically, like I said, CNA work. You're not certified for it. I did that for about 4 years, and then I decided that I was just going to go and try to do the CNA classes and get my state license and have something under my belt. I was already doing the work anyway, so why not get my license for it? So in 2016 is when I decided that I would get my license, and it was a good thing that I did. Shout out to Jazz because she had kept telling me that I could do it. I kept telling her, like, I don't know if I can do it. This and that and this, and she was like, girl, you can do it. Just, Kim, you can do it. So I stayed in the class, even though the classes was 4 weeks and 1 week of clinical. Even though I had, things that tried to push me out the way with the classes, I still maintained it. I still went through it. I got my certification from the Highlands in 2016, and I took my state board test in 2016. Since then, I've been working in nursing homes, long-term nursing homes and assisted living nursing homes. When I first started out as a CNA, of course, I didn't really know anything about the agency thing, but I was working in, like I said, nursing homes. It was okay. Back in Dyersburg, I started out, I ain't even gonna lie. When I first started out, it was like $8. And then I went up to like $10. And so I've been in Murfreesboro since 2018, and since I've been here in Murfreesboro, I've been making $14 or more. I haven't made anything under $14. So people that say, CNAs make money too. Let me just put it like that. CNAs can make money too. Like, it all depends on you, really. There's hours out there, and there's plenty of facilities out there that you can work at. Me, I prefer working agency. Working a full-time, it's okay too, because you get your benefits and whatever. But agency to me is just more convenient for me because I have four children. So
Agency is more convenient for me, where I can make my own schedule and go to work when I want to go to work. If I don't like the facility that I go to, that I don't have to go back there. So, and it's plenty of agencies out there. Some agencies probably make a little bit more than others, but as I can say, agencies probably start you off at probably like 14 on up. Let me just say that, because it's different agencies, like I said, in different facilities. Different facilities pay a little more than others. Now you really just have to have a strong heart. You have to be dedicated in what you're doing. You can't just become a CNA because you want the money. It's hard to be a CNA. I love being a CNA.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you so much for all of your hard work and dedication.
We're supporting you, and we're staying home to make sure that we get through this together.
Thank you so much.